Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is February 28th, 2025, and this is my weekly market review where I'm reviewing the S&P 500, that's SPY, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor, please check with your significant other, and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over to these charts and see what we see. Let me maximize this quarterly chart. Boom, boom, boom. On the SPY is still green. It hasn't given up as much as some of the other indexes, so we still look good on this quarterly chart. We still have higher lows and higher highs and all for this quarter, and we have one more month of this quarter. But we are getting a doji at the top, so be careful, be mindful of what you're doing at this time. All right, let's go down to this monthly chart. On this monthly chart, we're still green for the month of February, for the last day of February. February stayed green and stayed above pivot so far. We're still above the 9-10 moving average, which I don't know you may be using. So again, technically we are in a bull market, but we can see there's been a lot of selling pressure, and this thing has pushed down quite a bit. We got an inside doji here at this time. Let's go ahead and go down to this weekly chart and see what we see there. On this weekly chart, this is what I had talked about last week and we have gotten that confirmation candle. Last week I was talking about we had this bearish engulfing. These two candle patterns right here is a bearish engulfing, and we have gotten that confirmation candle here, this candle here that I was drawing in last week on one of my things. I don't know if I did it on the SPY, but that's that confirmation candle. The thing is, now will we get any follow through? So everything has happened kind of like the way I kind of was seeing it, and this time I did trade accordingly. I'll just say that, but I've still been got another strategy that I'm doing here with the SPY too, and that was kind of rough, when volatility, again, you would want volatility to be high, but with volatility being up and the market moving a little bit more than expected, there's a few little things I got to play around with. Watch that video if you want to hear more about what I'm trying to do there. But that's it here on this weekly chart. We had a bearish engulfing. We got confirmation of the bearish engulfing. We had pretty good buying pressure came back up here, and push this thing back up. Once we get down here to the daily chart, we'll see that, and see how it's going to continue here come next week. Let's go down to the daily chart and wrap this on up. On this daily chart, this is where again, this was expiration. Back here was expiration Friday, this candle here. And I was wondering, was that just an expiration Friday thing, or was we really running into some selling, real selling that was going to be happening? And we did get the continuation to the downside, So that's what we see here on the chart, And one of the other things, let me see if I can back this up a little bit, and let me see on the SPY here. Let me erase some things and let me draw in some price level lines and it's already set. If I go here and here, let me go here and here. I was kind of expecting the market. This is a gap down here. So again, a lot of time the market's like going back and filling gaps. And the first time, let me zoom in here because that'll be still there and and let me draw in one more line for you guys. Let me back up a little bit, and then the next level is going to be down. I'm going to put it on around this whole candle here, from the body to the body as a demand level, You'll be able to see this. This is not. Don't get too crazy here, This first area is a gap. It came down into this gap, filled this gap, and the thing is, as you can see, it came right to the bottom of this gap. It came in this gap, and it has bounced out of this gap. The question is that it? Is this a profit-taking gap? Profit-taking candle here? When I say profit-taking candle, this green candle that happened today, was this just profit-taking? And people don't want to be in their short trades and their short positions over the weekend, or is this thing actually getting ready to reverse? This is, again, let me point this out. These two candles right here is a bullish harami. So again, bullish harami, to get confirmation of it, we'll need a candle come up here and close up here in this area here, come this, even on Monday, if that happens, this would be a good sign of this thing might be turning around. And as long as on Monday we don't drop below this area right here and come down into this bottom, come down to this bottom line and in this area here. And then if it does come down here, we'll be expecting a bounce. Let me clean this up a little bit. I don't like things getting too messy. We'll be expecting a bounce out of this area down here if the market actually comes all the way down here. And we got to kind of like wait and see and what happens there. But right now we've already gotten a bounce from the first area of the gap and all, but was it just profit taking? And that's all I really want to share at this time. Was this just profit taking and we're going to get a confirmation of that and this thing going to continue on up, or come Monday this thing going to gap down and we're going to be fighting down here in this area and trying to stay above this area right here, stay above these lines right here, these two lines here, and then if we end up getting below this area, dropping below here, look out below. That's all I can say, and that's all I have to share today. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.